designing here how to do your own eyelet design. So I just decided to put a cross on the squares where I want the yarn overs to be. So I decided there and there and there, and I want a hole there and another one here there. So that means that every time you do a yarn over, you will have a hole there. So of course every time you have a hole, you have to knit it together somewhere. So if you have a yarn over there, you might want to do your two together there, the two together there, two together there, there, and there. So all these need to have their own yarn overs because they need to be substituted. When you knit it together, you lose one, and when you yarn over, you add one, and when you knit it together, you lose what you added. So let's do that. I have 12 stitches here, which is the same as these squares that I have there. And now I'm going to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I yarn over, knit it together, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do that. And I will follow the same as what my chart says. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I have yarn over, which is represented by the cross. Yarn over means you bring your yarn to the front, and then I have there knitted together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I knit it together, and then I do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm back to the same 12 that I had, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then, of course, on the way back, I need to purl. So, when you're designing something like this, usually one square on your paper, one square like this, represents one going and coming back. Some people do it like this. Some people will have you do the yarn over, knit it together, and then this counts as a row. Each one of these count as a row, and so they skip this, and then they do right there and right there. And so that is when you're doing it row by row, which is okay, but it takes a lot of paper. So I do there, there, and it will be there and there. So that means that these are the purl rows. I decided in this case not to take up so much space, and so I'm doing one square representing one knit and one purl row. So that's what we're doing right now. That's my yarn over. In this case, and the ones that I started doing at the beginning, which is represent one square, one knit and one purl, so that one there is done. I go to the next and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, knit it together, yarn over, knit it together, and knit 3. And in this case, these two are done because this is the purl row. So I'm going to refer to this sketch only that represents one knit and one purl row per square. So that one is done, and the next row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and now I have 3 left. 1, 2, 3, and I'm back to the same 12 that I had, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so that's this row, and I will come back with my knit, with my purl. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Of course, you can make any design that you want. This is just something that it occurred to me right now. So now you can see what the design is looking like, which is those. We have the 2 rows now. We go to the next one. So that row is done, and on this case it would represent these 2, but we don't want to do that. We want to do this, and now on the next row we want 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit together, knit 2, yarn over, knit together, and knit 2. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 knits. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 knits. We have it there. Now we have yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and now we have 2 knits, 1 and 2, and now we have yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and knit the last 2. So there we have it. And we're back to the same 12 that we had, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we purl back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There we go. So now we have our first design that looks like that. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's what it is. Now I want to have this one in the middle, again the same as there, and we repeat. So I'm going to put there, that one there, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and we knit 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how you can design your own thing, you know, to make a sweater or an eyelet of any kind. You can design your own. It is very easy, very, very easy. This is the way it's done. So now we did that one there. We go to the next. We're going to repeat the sequence 2 more times. So now the next row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then knit, yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and we knit the last 3, and we come back, excuse me, so there we go. So the second one of that sequence is done, and I go to the next one. And the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit together. So I count the little squares. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit together, 1, 2, yarn over, knit together, yarn over, knit together, and knit 2, 1 and 2. And now I come back, and now we have repeated that pattern again, and we will see what it looks like. And of course, you know, you can make it as complicated as you want. You can do the yarn overs in different places, which is okay. And I am going to show you how a very simple yarn over knitted together looks like. And so that's what it is. And so I have 2 V's there. One, which is that there. Can you see it okay, Anna?
Yeah.
Right there. And the other one there, which is that one there. And that's how you can create your own eyelet.
That's really
design.
cool.
Isn't it cool?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it. It's just every time you yarn over, you will have a hole. But of course, you need to replace it. It doesn't matter where, but knit it together and you're done. So this is this is a pattern that I wrote, in which I did yarn over and knit together for the whole row. And this is how it looks. And on this one, I knitted 1 row, purl 1 row, knitted another one, purled another one, and then yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together, the whole row. And then on the next one, coming back, I knitted, therefore it gives me that little ridge there on top of the yarn over and knitted together. And this is very easy, very fun. You can do, it looks very fancy, but it's really very simple. So that's how it looks. You can do a lot of things with this is considered like a lace stitch. So you can do lace on anything. And it's just a matter of doing the yarn overs and knit it together. And that's it.